Hey guys, in level 1 chess habit summary video, I have talked about castling as soon as possible. Whenever you have the chance, you castle. So I talk about normal development, okay, knights out, 2 knights out, bishop out, and castle straight away, okay. Although probably this move will be a better move, you put your pawn out first to consolidate the center, but as per level 1 habits, you castle immediately, no matter what. If you have the chance, you castle. Okay, and we stop right there. Afterwards, we actually never really delve into the castling, what are the limitations for castling, and how to prevent you or your opponent from castling. There are essentially 3 ways to prevent castling. First is if your king has moved, okay, for example here, your king has moved or your rook has moved, so you can't castle anymore. For example, now if I keep move my king here, let's say he make a random move, I move my king back, make a random move again. Now if you click on the king, oops, you can't castle. So the first way to prevent castling is you yourself have moved your king or your rook. For example, let's move back. Okay, right now you still have castling, right? So if you move your rook here, okay, here, let's move back again, here. Now you have moved your rook, and as you can see, you can't castle. Okay, that's the first way to prevent you from castling. The second way to prevent castling is to give your opponent a check. So right now, it is white's turn, and white know that he want to castle, right? Black want to castle. He give a check, and as you can see, if you give a check, black's king cannot castle. So black would have to block the check, and after the random move by white, now black can castle. Third way is to intercept the castling route. So what I mean by interception is that, for example, in this case, white want to castle this way, but if castle, king will be directly castling into the bishop. So it is not possible, right? So one way to deal with it is to knight here. Once the bishop goes back, knight takes here, and now there is no longer the bishop seeing this particular square, king can castle safely. Let's look at another example. So black probably knows that white wants to castle long to create some initiative on the attack. So black queens comes here to prevent white from castling, because if white were to castle this way, he will be directly castling into the queen, which is not possible, so he can only castle short. Let's look at another example of interception. So this may not be very obvious, but when the queen come here, the king cannot castle. Why? Even though this is not castling into a check, but this is intercepting the castling route. So when you castle, you have to take into consideration of the king, which route will it go through. So for example, the king will have to go through here and here in order to castle. So as long as you intercept the route, you are going to prevent your opponent from castling. So now that you know how to prevent somebody from castling, let me talk about what are the ways to not prevent your opponent from castling. What are the wrong ways to prevent your opponent from castling? So here, as you can see, black is trying to prevent white from castling this way. Okay, but this is actually not a correct way to prevent castling, because as I said before, you need to take into consideration of which route, which square will the king pass through when he castle. Okay, will the king pass through here? No, only the rook pass through here. Okay, rook doesn't matter. What matters is the king. So the king only pass through these 2 squares. So the king can still castle, and everything is safe for white. Another way, okay, so now it's black's turn, and blacks want to prevent white from castling, so he make this move here, thinking that wow, the knight is at white's territory, and white will not be able to castle, but he's wrong. Okay, so once again we have to take into consideration of the castling route by white. So white king can go through this square and this square. Will this knight controlling this square? Is the knight controlling these two square? No, he's controlling this square and this square. So white can still castle safely. Okay, I hope that this video will help you to understand castling more.